With the Butt Kicker Gamer 2, what you see and what you hear is what you feel. Butt Kicker. The future is feeling.
Welcome back, trackside. Once again, race fans here to the Turn 3 Racing Network tonight. The Turn 5 Motorsports drivers set sail at the tricky triangle. That's right, back in open wheel action in these IR18 machines. The Pocono Grand Prix on tap here tonight. Drivers going to be reaching speeds upwards of 220 miles an hour, getting into these very different corners around the track here at Pocono Raceway. It's the RexingCompanies Beef Jerky Unlimited Turn 5 Motorsports Tuesday Night Series. How you doing? How you feeling out there in TV land, race fans? Glad you could all join us here tonight. As always, Dave of the Cave bringing you all the calls from trackside. Speaking of trackside, let's get rid of that track information and begin to turn in some of these qualifying times over there to the left-hand side of your screen. It looks like Kevin Santana going to go top of the speed charts. A little bit of a mishap with the graphics, but we're going to work our way through it. The 666 of Kevin Santana sitting top of the speed charts. Quick time here in qualifying, 41-41 for Santana. Sheldon Fiddick close second. Alton right there. Gary Ragland, Paul Dillon. Now Robert D going to break inside of the top 5. 18 drivers in the field here tonight, all vying for an opportunity to walk away with the Evansville Cold Storage pole position here tonight. We're going to see who will step into the JR Expedited Freight victory lane. 55 laps ahead of ourselves. I'm telling you, it's a lot of racing action in these Delara IR18. Machines driver's going to be busy behind the wheel here tonight. On the fly adjustments available to the drivers, so we'll see who can adapt throughout the course of the long run. As we hear the music fading away, the time is beginning to tick away. Final 2 minutes remaining here in qualifying, and sitting top of the speed charts once again here in qualifying, that 666 of Kevin Santana fast time 41. Track beginning to fall a little bit silent. 5 drivers left to put in a qualifying time. Big E, newcomer debut here tonight with the Beef Jerky Unlimited RexingCompanies Turn 5 Motorsports Tuesday Night Series. Big E going to work his way into the 3rd starting position. 3 drivers yet to turn in a time lap. Todd Willis, Tommy Cristiano, and Gutman yet to put in a time lap. And 003 of Gutman. Learning the car on the fly, really getting adjusted to this machine. We'll see how that 003 goes throughout the course of tonight's race. We'll check in with him a little bit later on as the final 60 seconds tick away here in qualifying, and it does indeed look like Kevin Santana, the 666, will walk away with the Evansville Cold Storage pole position here tonight. So we're going to step away for just a brief commercial break or two, pay a few of the sponsors, head trackside for your national anthem. Your starting lineup coming at you right after that. Don't go anywhere, race fans. We'll be right back with your Pocono Grand Prix.
The most realistic online racing sim ever made. This is iRacing. Detailed laser scan tracks, fully dynamic real world cars, and over 50 series to choose from. 6 online world championships offering over $400,000 in annual prizes. This is the original esport racing game. This is iRacing.
say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly wailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets regular the bombs bursting in out gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
And back trackside high above in the turn 3 blimp looking down here. And Pocono Raceway drivers to the cars making their way through pre-race inspection. We're going to get ready to fire things off for the first time here tonight in the Pocono Grand Prix. You're watching the Beef Jerky Unlimited RexingCompanies Turn 5 Motorsports Tuesday Night Series moments ago, snatching the Evansville Cold Storage pole position was that 666 of Kevin Santana. And speaking of Santana, we're going to get a little closer to the track there. You can see these drivers sitting on pin lane, ready to roll, ready to fire things off. As you hear the music in the background, you know it's time to run down tonight's starting lineup in the Pocono Grand Prix. Inside row number 1, the 666 of Kevin Santana. Starting just to his outside in the 41, Sheldon Fittick. Rolling off in row number 2 here tonight, debut race for the 81 machine, Big E will start in third. The 49 of Ethan Wilson just to his outside. Back in row number 3 as drivers roll from pit road, the 9 of Robert D, followed by the 420 of James Schultz. Alton and Gary Ragland back in row number 4 here tonight from Pocono Raceway with row number 5 inside the 113 of Paul Dillon with Andy rounding out your top 10. Tommy D and Sarge back in row number 6, and in row number 7 tonight, the Pocono Grand Prix, Kendall Kraft and Jimbo. Chad Renselman and Tommy Cristiano making up row number 8. Row number 9 here tonight, finishing out the field in the 15 machine debut night for Todd Willis. The 003 of Gutman will finish out the field. Start Shotgun Sally here tonight. 55 laps to determine your race winner here tonight. Who will step in the JR Expedited Freights victory lane? We'll find out here in just a handful of moments. Drivers making their way through the tunnel turn. The music will fade and the graphics will go away, and we'll get set to fire things off for the first time here tonight from Pocono. Hometown broadcast. We're going to kick it to you really quick here tonight. Pace car going to get out the way, and we're going to hit the Geico restart zone, and all the gas. Green flag flies for the first time here tonight. From Pocono Raceway up through the gears we go. Driver's going to pan out 2-3 wide back of the pack. Front of the field still side by side. Kevin Santana leads down into turn number 1. Here on the Big E. And in tight on that side. Sheldon Fiddick will go 1, 2, 3. Single file down the back stretch. 2 looking 3 wide into the tunnel turn. Lap number 1 in the 49. Ethan Wilson gonna make it work. Big move through the corner. We've got a lot of drivers stacked up right here in front of the field. Kevin Santana leading Sheldon Fiddick by just about 3/10 of a second. We'll keep an eye on that. We're almost into the wall. Handful of drivers almost into the wall on lap number 1. Tricky triangle, throwing these drivers a little bit of a fit. We'll drop the tummy and score. Left-hand side of your screen, let you follow the ball. Find your favorite driver on the track. Take a look at this battle back. Oh, we got trouble. We got drivers flipping, big trouble on the track. Jimbo, Tommy Cristiano, rolling, flipping, nose cone gone. And the Milwaukee Miller Lite 48 machine, big time trouble here. Let's go back. Let's see if we can't see what happened to PFL Logistics. Instant replay. Here we go. And it looks like... Oh, one driver. Oh my gosh. Into the outside wall. Up and over and for a ride. You can't beat that with a baseball bat. I'm telling you, that was... My goodness. One more. Oh, wow. Well, landed on all fours. We'll see if he's like a cat and has 9 lives. I think he used up 8 in that big roll in flip right there. The 58 of Tommy Cristiano going to go for a ride early here from Pocono Raceway. Going to go down pit road. Utilize that fast fix, the quick repair guy. Bring the 58 back out onto the track. Jimbo also involved in this one. 45 also onto pit road. Front of the field looks pretty much the same as it did when we started tonight's race. Kevin Santana going to lead the field back to the green flag. Sheldon Fiddick, Ethan Wilson up 1 position. Robert D up 1 spot as Big E dropped from 3rd to 5th. Alton and Paul Dillon back in 7th. James Schultz, Andy and Sarge rounding out your top 10. Only the second time these drivers have visited these machines. A lot of them still adapting to the way these cars handle, especially back in traffic, utilizing the front ARB and the rear ARB. Also, you can get into playing with the weight jacker depending on what corner you're running, where you want to run. Do you want to run more offset to the high side, to the right side? If so, you may loosen it up even more than if you're down on the bottom, poking the left side of the nose cone out, getting a little fresh air there. So depending on how you're going to run in that dirty air determines how you may want to run the car. Getting accustomed to the way it feels one lap to the next, you may have to make a pretty big swing really added, depending on what corner you're in and how you run it. A lot of different aspects in these open wheel machines and a lot of things to get used to inside the cockpit. One of these machines, we've seen it earlier, but I believe, do we got? Yes, we do. Onboard camera shot there. You can see, look at all the bells, whistles, buttons, flashing items here. And this is just under caution. You got a lot of different things you can do in these open wheel IR18 machines, so drivers is definitely busy, even under caution. So we mentioned this is just the second time we've seen these drivers in these open wheel IR18 machines. We're going to be heading back into the Dirt 358 modified machines. We're hitting the Eldora next week. That's right, the world's fastest half mile Eldora going to be putting on a show next week, I can guarantee you. Mark it down on your calendars. Next Tuesday night, 9:30 Eastern, you'll find the Beef Jerky Unlimited Rexing Company Turn 5 Motorsports Tuesday Night Series drivers out here laying down quick times, giving out some fantastic racing here on a Tuesday night. Eldora coming at you next week. Then we'll jump back in the late model machines. We're going to hit Lanier National Speedway. That's going to be one heck of a short track night as well. Then to the Milwaukee Mile, famed Milwaukee Mile, the Magic Mile. It'd be absolutely lovely to get back there till Milwaukee. Then we'll head to, well, a sister track, really, New Hampshire Motor Speedway. After that, those tour modified, so we're going to be hitting some more open wheel action a little later on throughout this season. So that's what it's all about here on the Turn 5 Motorsports Tuesday Night Series. And you're jumping in and out of cars week to week. Who's got the skills to be able to balance the skill sets really week to week to be able to reacclimate yourself, so to speak, on the fly? Just a short, we're going to call it a half happy hour for these drivers to get comfortable with the cars and find those lines, find those rhythms out there on the track. So big shout out to everybody through the field. It takes a lot to jump back and forth between cars and between vehicles and do it on a professional level, the way these drivers handle their business each and every Tuesday night. We head through turn 2 here at Pocono. Gonna go over the tunnel. And if you haven't been to Pocono, just wait till you go under the tunnel right there. Absolutely an amazing sight. Beautiful picture. If you ever have an opportunity, you gotta take a photo there. It's a memory you'll never forget. Pocono Raceway in July, racing all week long. What more could you ask for? I don't know. Our good buddy Travis Smith going to take the left-hand turn, get the iRacing pace car back down to pit road, and we'll get sent to fire it off once again in the restart zone. And on the gas, green flag flies as Kevin Santana a little bit slow on that inside lane. Here comes Ethan Wilson looking to the inside, 3 wide into turn 1, Finnick at the top, Santana in the middle. Wilson trying to make it work, not going to pan out for him. Santana going to shoot out of a cannon through that middle lane. Whoa, most touching Big E right there with Robert D. They almost come together. And I'm telling you, there is close racing action all over this field. Everybody running right there with each other. Back in the field, running with that 61 of Alton. There you can see him working his way off the corner. Woo-hoo. Boy, drivers flirting with that outside wall. It could get bad. It could get interesting as we take a look back at that Arizona Wildcat 61 machine of Alton running in the 7th position down on the bottom of the racetrack. That's the 31 of Sarge. A little bit of a different look back for the Beef Jerky Unlimited 86 machine of Tommy D running in the 12th position. Tommy pretty much right where he qualified, so running a little bit stagnant here. Whoa, as we got trouble in front of Tommy, and he's going to miss that one. As we're going to jump back outside of the car, we see almost a front row seat for this one. Yellow flag going to come out. Looks like Andy and James Schultz may have been involved in this one. Let's go back, check the replay here. And into the outside wall goes the 34. He's going to come across the track, collect another driver, and that's where the big time trouble starts. And we'll look at it one more time here. Just clipping the apron a little bit too much, trying to save it into the outside wall, back up the track, and here comes a handful of drivers. One more going to hit him there. You got side pods, nose cones, and rear wings all over the track, scattered here. Debris on the track. Caution number 2 flies here tonight at Pocono Raceway. We'll head back to the front. Race leader Kevin Santana going to bring the field around back behind the pace car once again. Pit road will be open this time around. We'll see if any takers come down to get any more fuel. Very close on a halfway strategy here. 8 laps into tonight's race, you can come down to pit road. Go ahead and take yourself some tires. You'll have, as far as green laps are concerned, you'll have yourself about 4 green flag laps difference, 8 or 9 lap in total difference on the tires, but you'll have a full fuel load. You'll be able to stay in the back of the field, save a little fuel, keep yourself out of some trouble. Gotta stay out of harm's way first and foremost for the strategy to work out here, but hear me out. Trying to keep yourself out of it, stay in the draft, go into fuel map, let's go to fuel map 5 or so. Let's go into some fuel save mode. Now you're in the draft, you're able to keep pace, you got more fuel, you're saving more fuel. You're going to be able to go a little further than these drivers here. You come to pit road, get a little less fuel, hit the ground running with a little faster pit stop, less of a distance to go with 4 fresh tires. Well, I kind of like the strategy. We do have a few takers in the rear of the field. Todd Willis, Gary Ragland. Both going to go down to pit lane. We're going to restart back in 11th and 12th, so we're going to keep our eye on them. The 003 of Gutman also to pit road this latest time around. So we'll see how this strategy works out. I mean, I'm kind of liking it here. But you're gonna need these. You're gonna need the long green flag run. That's what we gotta see for the strategy to work out. Otherwise, these drivers in the front, they're just gonna be able to pit and kind of negate that whole strategy play. You still have to make one stop from here anyway. So, really, depending on how this next run goes, if you get the long green flag run, you'd be sitting pretty. If you get kind of a mid run. Everybody going to end up on pit road anyway, and it's kind of a off or not. So we'll cross the line. Lap number 10 goes on the board. Pace car lights back on. We're ready to go back. Green flag racing once again. You're from Pocono Raceway. As we begin the month off with some great racing here from Pocono Raceway, don't forget about your May Day discounts over there at BeefJerkyUnlimited.com. That's right. Head on over. Check out some of the great deals coming up in honor of Cinco de Mayo as well as Mother's Day. Got some great new flavors out there. Well, I don't know that you'd call the Manganero chicken a new flavor, but about a month or two old, I believe, Tommy. If you're out there watching or you watch a little bit later on, correct me if I'm wrong on that. About a month or two old is that Manganero chicken. So enjoy some great sales for the May Day events over there at BeefJerkyUnlimited.com. You can find the link in the description down below to take you out directly over there. Great beef jerky, chicken jerky, turkey jerky. They've got it all, and we're about to have racing once again. Pace car down and away on the gas. We roll in green flag flies. Once again here from Pocono Raceway. 2-3 wide at the front of the field. Fitting looking for it on the outside. Not quite able to take that top spot just yet. Kevin Santana looking to stay tucked in line down on the bottom of the racetrack. Big E in a little bit of a wiggle through the center of turn one. Back down the backstretch, top three single file. Big E has company Sarge right there behind him. So we're going to back up a little bit from the track, trying to bring you some more of the racing action if we can. Big run through. Ooh. Big run through turn three. My goodness, did you see the 81 to close in? Big move now to the inside. E looking for that third position, single file throughout the rest of this field. We'll stack them up going into turn number one. Big E looking to the bottom of the racetrack. Number two holding down that third position for the time being. Pass not gonna work out, and Big E gonna lose a little bit of ground now as Robert E beginning to close in on Sheldon Fittix, Kevin Santana. Opening things up at the front of the field. That was second and damage for that triple six into the outside wall. Goes Big E down across the track, and oh no! Big hit. Oh my. Somebody check in with him, make sure he's all right. Big E, big hit, and he's gonna hit that ejecto-ceto button. He's gonna go directly to pit lane. Oh my gosh. Ooh. That is a rough one. We'll look one more time at this one. Hard impact with the outside wall and then just T-bones those barrels. My goodness. Man, oh man, we hate to ever say it, but it thankfully that kind of accident happened here on iRacing.com, because that would have been a brutal hit right there. My goodness. Debut not going the way that Big E would have liked. He was running up in the front, big time trouble after a big slap at the right side off of the turn three wall, spinning across the track into the barrels at the end of pit lane, then back across the track into another car. Big time carnage, big time chaos early here from Pocono. Caution's gonna stay out on track. Still debris being picked up at the end of pit lane. Gutman is gonna make his way onto pit lane. Only driver willing to head down to pit road at this point in time. You can see everybody looks like they're heading into some fuel saving modes. James Schultz gonna get himself one of his laps back. So as we find ourselves under caution here tonight from Pocono Raceway, we're gonna step away. Pay a brief visit to some of our sponsors. Don't go anywhere, race fans. We'll be right back live here from Pocono. And back live trackside as drivers double file heading into the tunnel turn. As promised, not missing any of the green flag action, we're going to get ready to fire things off once again here with the Pocono Grand Prix. You're watching the Beef Jerky Unlimited Rexing Companies. Turn 5 Motorsports Tuesday Night Series. Big time shout out to all of our title and series sponsors. Big time shout out to Rexing Companies, Evansville Cold Storage, PFL Logistics, as well as JR Expedited Freight. We're going to see who can make their way to that JR Expedited Freight victory lane here tonight. Already walking away with the Evansville Cold Storage pole position. Man at the front of the field, Kevin Santana will bring us back to the green flag. Wait for it, and away we go. Green flag flies once again here from Pocono. We'll cross the line next time around with just less than 30 laps to go. Big move to the inside. Here comes the 49 of Wilson. Wilson to the bottom of the racetrack, and for the first time here tonight, new race leader off of turn number 1. Wilson gonna grab the top spot, looking back to the inside bottom of the racetrack. Here comes Santana. Santana says, not so fast. You'll get credit for grabbing a lead change, but you will not lead an official lap. Santana goes straight to the top of the leaderboard once again, and he's going to set sail really about a half a second advantage. By the time they get back to turn 1, my goodness, Santana gone. Losing a little bit of time that time was Ethan Wilson, struggling as one driver into the outside wall. Out of turn number 2, they're going to keep him headed in the right direction, but big time hit here as Santana flirting with the outside wall. Big gap now, 1.2 second advantage for Santana. Wilson and D going at it here out of turn number 3. Robert D rounding out your podium driver. Sarge, Fiddick, and Dylan right there with each other. Back behind them, you can see Tommy D with a hornet's nest behind him. Kendall Kraft, James Schultz, Gary Rangling, Chad Renselman, all right here, 10th through 14th, all over each other. He comes to the bottom of the racetrack. That, I do believe, is the 81 machine, listed one lap down here. Big E trying to work his way back through the field. 3 wide into the tunnel turn. Don't make it 4. Oh my goodness. Well, you know, bravery. Whew. We'll say bravery. Alton with trouble onto pit lane. Oh no. What happened here? Let's go check the replay for this latest action. And off of the outside wall, off of turn number 4. That's going to do it. Around he goes. We'll take one more look at it here. And there's the contact, there's the spin. He's going to miss the barrel's nose cone. And clipped right off. He'll head to the end of pit lane into his pit box. And we'll head back up front with a race leader out front, leading every single lap here tonight. That lead change, not an official lead change. He did not lead at the stripe. Ethan Wilson gave it a heck of a go and one heck of a run, but unable to officially lead a lap so far here tonight. Walking away with the pole position. He's on the verge of walking away with the most laps led as well. Kevin Santana. Front of the field showing the way. Look for Santana to, I don't know, see. Yeah, I mean, we're overlooking some pre-race notes here. We're seeing anywhere from 24 to 27 laps on fuel is the distance these drivers were going flat out. Now we've had a handful of cautions here mixed up in these first 20 laps. So drivers are going to definitely be saving fuel under caution, but how much fuel are they saving? When do they need to come to pit road? This one-stop race starting to get a little bit interesting here. Do you pit now and bank on a handful of cautions later to save enough fuel to get you to the end? Or do you stay out here? And it looks like majority of the field electing to stay out. We'll receive the one-finger wave from the boss man to the flag stand this time by. So everybody's strategy made. It looks like entire field will stay out on the track. Tommy D coming to pit road on lap number 19. So Tommy elected to stop. It looks like we're going to go one more time around. Pace car not ready to duck off yet. Still some debris down there at the end of pit lane. They're going to try to get cleaned up before we set these drivers back loose. And I mean, we're right there on the halfway point, so what do you say we bring it to you a little bit early before all the action begins? Once again, here from Pocono Raceway, 18 drivers to the starting grid here tonight. We have still got 14 out on the track with 13 left on the lead lap. Jimbo still trackside thrashing away down on pit road. We'll see if that 45 can get back out on track. Andy, Todd Willis, and Big E's Knight are over the car, already being loaded, or what's left of it, back on the hauler. R&D sessions not going to be needed for the wounded machines for Andy Willis and E. Tough break here from Pocono for 3 drivers, but 13 with a fighting chance to get the job done. As Alton going to get himself his lap back. The 61 machine going to move back onto the lead lap. That's going to give us 14 drivers on the lead lap. This time by, we're hearing word boss man in the flag stand will give our good buddy Travis Smith that one finger wave, and we'll have one to go here from Pocono. Halfway point. Drivers side by side, ready to go. Green flag racing once again. Fourth caution of the night. Big trouble out of turn number 3. Andy gonna go for a big spin. Todd Willis involved as well. Big E gonna end his night early as well as the Evansville Cold Storage. Pole sitter here tonight. The Iceman is what we're going to call him tonight. Leading every single lap. 666 of Kevin Santana looks to continue his dominating ways here tonight. Robert D. Close third right here. Can Ethan Wilson. Can Wilson pull off another move? We've seen him grab the race lead for a moment heading down the Long Pond straightaway, but Santana firing it off through the tunnel turn, regained the race lead. Ken Wilson trying to reclaim the top spot. We're going to find out here in just a brief moment. On the gas, and green flag flies once again here from Pocono Raceway. Down into turn number 1, inside lane with a good one, but here comes Wilson fighting back on the high side. Big one off of turn number 1 down the backstretch in the draft. Here comes Wilson looking to the bottom of the racetrack, down into turn number 2, the tunnel turn, and it looks like a clear pass made. This time back to the front once again. Wilson to the race lead. Can he hang on out of turn number 3? He's going to do so and officially lead this lap. New race leader. The 49 of Ethan Wilson going to take that top spot, but Kevin Santana right there, knocking on the door, right on the gearbox, looking back. We'll take a look off of the left front here of Santana, running in that second position. Great onboard camera shots here tonight from Pocono Raceway. We do appreciate all the teams allowing us to put all these different looks and cameras on board the cars here tonight. As we drop that timing and scoring back to the left-hand side of your screen, we're going to dip around the track just a little bit. How about we go outside of your top 10? Alton right here trying to run down Renselman, wrapped in front of him. Tommy D inside of the top 10. On board with the 86 machine, Tommy D working his way through the tunnel turn. Big moment there for James Schultz. He's going to give up that position as Tommy going to move to the 8th spot down through the gears. You can hear him get a little bit loose. He'll stay in 5th as we ride on board high above the halo with Tommy D. Back through the field though, Sheldon Fiddick right here. Kind of in no man's land, a second behind and a half a second in front of the man behind him. Running in no man's land, we'll jump back outside of these machines, watch everything unfold. How about that battle between Paul Dillon and Robert D. Big moments there, excuse me, for that number 9 he gave up. A handful of positions. Sarge, Sheldon, Fiddick both going to make their way by as Robert going to move back into the 5th position, right where he qualified from. So just falling, I want to say falling through the field. Gave up 2 spots, yes, but still a solid point stay, here. As we work lap number 27 out of the 55 in tonight's official scheduled distance. Things tightening up just a little bit at the front of the field. Ethan Wilson going to continue to lead the race. The number 49 machine out run with Kimball 6 of Kevin Santana hot on his trail. Handful of laps away from 25 to go. Drivers beginning to spread out just a little bit. And remember, race fans, these drivers, they're going to have to make a green flag pit stop. They are going to be able to make it to the end. After this one green flag pit stop, will we see a caution put it into the opportunity for the green flag pit stops? A handful of cautions allow these drivers. Whoa, my goodness. Sheldon Fiddick almost into the outside wall at the 41. Almost into the outside wall, sitting in that 4th position. We're working lap number 29. We're going to have 25 laps to go next time around, so we are inside of that fuel window. When do these drivers hit pit road? Right back here, we're going to transition. We're going to look right here at these 3 guys on track. Tommy D, Gunman, right there in that 003. You can see Tommy just off in the distance. Alton right behind him in that 61 machine. James Schultz in the 420. Right here as well. All of these drivers already going down the pit lane a little bit early here tonight. Schultz way back on lap number 7, so he's had a little bit of a fuel disadvantage as well. But how about Tommy D as well as Alton in that 61 machine? Didn't see the Beef Jerky Unlimited number 61 of Alton sitting in the 9th position. He came to pit road back on lap number 18. The Arizona Wildcats. Oh my goodness. Big moment there. Working his way around Gary Ragland. Big moment there for Alton. Trying to run down that Beef Jerky Unlimited number 86 of Tommy D. But with 25 laps to go. Fuel window wide open. Ah, man. What do you do here? I mean, if you're Alton or you're this 86 right here, if you're either of these drivers, I don't think you have no choice. You're running this thing out now. You've got no opportunity to really do anything with the fuel strategies. We watch drivers make their way into turn number 3. Everybody's going to stay out on track as we continue the run here at Pocono Raceway. Rash of cautions to start off the evening, but now a long green flag run has set in. Drivers beginning to get into that. I don't want to necessarily call it a rhythm here at Pocono, but really beginning to settle into those lines. Really get the feel for the RPM and coming down Long Pond straightaway with a big toe into the short chute and off of turn 3 once again. Ethan Wilson and Kevin Santana going at it at the front of this field. And another strategy point that we're gonna start talking about or start looking into, if you're maybe Sheldon Fittick, you're sitting 1.5 seconds back. Fuel window's already open. Do you come down pit road right now and try to get a little bit of an undercut advantage? Back side by side, looking for the race lead through the bottom of turn number 3. We roll. Here comes. No, he thought about pit road. He thought about pit road. I believe Santana thought about coming to pit road and realized he was going to miss it and did not keep the race lead. Ooh, that could have been a big mistake. Oh, big slide through turn number 1, and that's going to open up the door for Wilson to walk away. Third and fourth coming together now. This is going to be the closest battle on the racetrack. Sheldon Fittig looking for that third position on Sarge. Good run here tonight for that 35, up 9 positions from where he qualified. So he's going to be the biggest mover of the race with just 21 laps to go. When will your top 6 hit pit road? Man, I don't know, man. I'd be calling my driver to pit lane pretty soon as we go high above the track with one of our turn 3 drone cams here tonight. Big shout out to Big Money Kyle Lesher out here manning the drones for us tonight at Pocono Raceway. Got the boss man at the flag stand, putting in work our good buddy Travis Smith behind the wheel of the pace car, and hopefully we don't see Mr. Smith for the rest of the night. Side by side, here comes Paul Dillon looking to the inside of Robert D. That's going to be for 5th and 6th on track. Gutman going to pull his 003 to pit lane. We've got action late in this green flag run. Sheldon Fittig trying to make up some positions, and there it is. First driver inside of your top 3 to head to pit road. Sarge gonna pull his 31 machine down to pit road. Sheldon Fittig checking up. That opened up the door for Robert D. And now Paul Dillon looking to work his way by on the inside. So a little bit of a moment, a little blip on the throttle has cost Fiddick 2 positions. All the while, front of the field, Ethan Wilson, Kevin Santana, they have checked out. It is checkout time as Wilson to pit lane. Ethan Wilson to pit lane, Robert D. Sheldon Fitting to pit lane as well. We'll keep an eye on it. We'll see if anybody gets popped by those pit road police. Kevin Santana going to be clear of the field. 4-second advantage now at the front. We'll go to the battle right here. Third and fourth on the racetrack. That's Alton and Tommy D. And as Tommy makes his way down to the bottom of the racetrack and into that third position, he's going to take control of the final spot on the podium. Kevin Santana coming to pit lane this time by Paul Dillon. The 113 going to follow suit as well. Tommy should be staying out. Good clean stop for your top two. Tommy going to cross the line as the new race leader here from Pocono Raceway, become just our third different race leader here tonight inside of his Beef Jerky Unlimited number 86 IR18 machine. Tommy with a 4/10 of a second advantage over Alton. Both of these drivers stopped back at lap number 19 and lap number 18, so they have quite a bit of fuel to go before they're going to have to come to pit road. How long will they be able to stay out? And it looks like Alton says, you know what, I'm going to go ahead and going to cut the losses here. I'm going to cut the losses now, and he's going to head to pit lane. The big number to look at, race fans, over there with Ethan Wilson, 26 seconds behind, and it looks like the pit road delta right around 42 seconds. So it looks like the advantage may be belong to Wilson in the 49, but with 15 laps to go this time by, a lot to still go on, a lot that can still unfold. Over 30 miles of racing left to be had here at Pocono Raceway. You're watching the Beef Jerky Unlimited RexingCompanies Turn 5 Motorsports Tuesday Night Series. Kendall Craft gonna peel this 51 off of the track into pit lane. Back in the background, we see Craft head to pit road. No real battles to speak of, and just as we say that, Sheldon Fitting gonna close in on the gearbox of Paul Dillon. Both Dillon and Fittig will leapfrog over Kendall Craft on the pit lane, working his way off of pit exit. Now is Craft. Oh, and caution! Caution on the track. Oh my goodness, this could be what Tommy D was looking for. Oh my goodness. Trouble on the track, and it looks like it has struck that double low 3. Let's go to the replay. We're going to catch it a little bit late. Gutman contact already. You can see the rear wing just destroyed the tail end of the machine, beaten, battered. Let's go back. Let's look and see if we can't see what happened here. We're not getting any type of... Not going to be able to catch that one. It looks like each of our cameras catching it a little bit after the fact and a little bit late, but there it is. Late race caution will change the game. We're going to go to the front of the field. Tommy D. Man, what do you do? What do you do? What do you do? Man. Ethan Wilson sitting back in the 4th position. Robert D. Paul Dillon, Sheldon Fittig. They were all back to pit road back on lap number 37, so that's only about 4 or 5 laps ago. Will it be enough to pull them to pit road if your race leaders come to pit road. I'd say it's an easy decision. If I'm Tommy D, easy decision for me. I'm gonna do what my crew chief tells me. That's about all I got. I mean, it's one of these situations, and you also got to look at the drivers that are on the lead lap. Who's going to get the wave around? It looks like Chad Renselman should be getting that lucky dog, getting that wave around here. And that's only going to give us 8 drivers on the lead lap. So even if I come to pit road as Tommy D, I'm going to get the start up there inside of the top 10. I'm getting these tires, and it looks like his crew chief going to agree with me. James Schultz, Gary Ragland to pit road. What does Ethan Wilson do? Wilson's going to stay out on track. Robert D stays out on track. Dylan and Finnig, all 4 going to stay out on track. Surprise, surprise. I would have thought at least one of those drivers would have came to pit road. Kind of just to roll the dice. So let's go ahead and get 4 fresh tires. I mean, they're only 5 lap freshers. But at least I'm even with those guys now that are going to be lining up behind me. I don't know. Just saying. So here we go. Let's set the stage. Let's set the field. Less than 30 miles of racing remained here in the Pocono Grand Prix for the Turn 5 Motorsports Tuesday Night Series drivers. Ethan Wilson showing the way. Grab the race lead away from a dominating 666 of Kevin Santana, who took the Evansville cold storage pole position tonight. Led more than half of the race. Most laps led for that 666. Wilson, come on strong right during that long green flag run. Green flag pit stops. Catching out. Excuse me. My goodness. Catching out the drivers in the back. Santana, a lot of the drivers caught 1 lap down. Unable to come to pit road even if they wanted to under this latest caution. That's going to have them deep in the field as well. Man, a lot to go on. A lot of racing action left. We're going to have 11 laps to go this time by. Tommy D, freshest tires, the furthest up front. 5th position, James Schultz in 6th. Gary Ragland in the 7 machine going to restart in the 7th position. All with the freshest tires in the field. Right about it looks to be 6 lap fresher tires. The guys in front, we'll see if it's going to be enough for them to make some moves. Here as we go, green flag racing with 10 laps to go. So who you got, race fans? Who's your pick for the night? You want mine? I'm going to give you a little shocker here. We're going to go with the 113 of Paul Dillon. Paul, we hope you make it through, buddy. Anybody that knows the broadcaster curse, and hopefully we didn't just jinx him here. We're going to go with that 113 of Paul Dillon to get to victory lane here tonight. Will we see it happen? We'll find out shortly as the pace car ducks off. We roll to the restart zone, and green flag flies once again here from Pocono. Driver's going to snatch their way up through the gears. Wilson going to step off and away. And here comes Paul Dillon. Bottom of the racetrack, looking for second. On the high side, Dillon at the bottom. Help to the top of the racetrack. Sheldon Fittick in the 41 right there. There's Tommy D making up a position. Tommy sitting in the 5th spot. James Schultz into the bottom of the racetrack. Schultz looking, whoa, my goodness, big moves behind. Robert D fired out of a cannon out of turn number 1. Big run down the backstretch through the tunnel, turn and short shoot all over the gearbox of your race leader, Robert D, looking for the top spot. Wilson hugging that inside lane. It's not Talladega, but the inside line can be your best friend. Side by side, back through the tunnel turn. Once again, advantage goes to the 49 on exit. Closing in quick, the 113 of Paul Dillon looking to pounce for 2 positions. Will come out of 3 with 8 to go. 8 laps now remain in the Pocono Grand Prix for the Beef Jerky Unlimited Rexing Company Turn 5 Motorsports Tuesday Night Series. If you haven't already, don't forget about these drivers. Show them some love and appreciation. Let them know you've enjoyed each and every race lap they've given you here tonight. As always, join us in that push to 3,000. Drop these drivers that thumbs up, click subscribe, and smash that bell. Over the right-hand side, get notified anytime we go live and bring you great wheel-to-wheel racing action just like this right here tonight, each and every Tuesday night. Big trouble in the back. Kevin Santana hard into the outside wall. Hard into the outside wall. Oh my goodness. Do you see the wheel broken? Big time hit by Kevin Santana. I do not think that wheel's gonna hold on. Big time damage. Has Santana gonna limp this one thing back around? Robert D, new race leader at the front of the field. Robert becoming our 5th different race leader here tonight. What about that? How about that? Man. Bomb dude getting it done late in the race. He's been quick all night. Let's make no mistake about it. Bomb dude. And he qualified inside of the top 5. Has ran inside of the top 5 pretty much all night long, and right here when it was needed, he's gonna flex his muscle. Looking to break the draft down the front stretch. The 9 opening up the gap at the front. Ethan Wilson watching his race winning performance fade away. Fresh tires not making any headway in the field. Tommy D restarted in 5th. Looks to be stuck in 5th. At this point in time, 7/10 of a second advantage for Fittick out front. And Sarge 7/10 back from Tommy right here, so he's kind of a little bit in no man's land as drivers at the front still trying to snake their way down the long front stretch. And oh, look at this. The snake did not work. Ethan Wilson gonna lose the 2nd position, trying to break the draft. And Paul Dillon said, no, oh my gosh. Tommy D, big impact. Caution. Oh my. Big impact out of the tunnel turn. Tommy D, big time trouble. He's going to try to limp that machine back home, but I'm not sure he's going to be able to. Let's take a look back here. Had a turn number 1, and oh my gosh. We'll see. Did our onboard camera survive this one? Oh my. One more look at it here. Let's go back. And there's the... Oh my God. I mean, that hurts me just watching. That is a huge hit. Huge hit. Whew, my goodness. So we'll go high above the track once again with the turn 3 drone cam. 3 laps to go, so it looks like this one will be a green-white checkered finish. We will roll with an opportunity to walk away with a checkered flag flying here tonight at Pocono Raceway. But Robert D., new race leader, will he be able to fend off a hungry field behind him? Paul Dillon, Ethan Wilson right there in third, Sheldon Finnegan fourth, Sarge Alton, Gary Ragland. How about Chad Renselman, Kendall Kraft, rounding out your top 9 as Tommy D listed down and out of tonight's race. Big trouble for that 86. He'll finish back in 10th. So here you go, race fans. We're going to ask ourselves this question. Are we going to see single file restart, or will we double it up? Will we see anybody head to pit road? Looks like we've got a little bit of gamesmanship going on, but nobody falling for the tricks. Everybody going to stay out on the track. And see, here's my problem right here. Here's my problem. If I'm Paul Dillon, we've seen drivers struggle a little bit on the outside lane with the restart. We've seen the driver's second car inside lane, the driver starting in third, which would be Ethan Wilson, a previous race leader here tonight. They've been getting a little bit of an advantage in a run. That's the position that Robert D came from to snatch the race lead from. So that third place car, the second car inside lane, with a little bit of an advantage over the man in second. We'll see how the lineup goes here for this green-white checkered. But we're pretty sure this is going to end up being a single file restart. Under 10 laps to go, this should be a single file restart. We'll see how they play the rules here. Back across the stripe, pace car lights are off. We are ready to go back. Green flag racing, and no, we're gonna double them up. We are gonna double them up, and oh boy, has this changed the game right here. If you're Paul Dillon, you gotta have the restart of the night. I mean, we mentioned it under caution here. You at a little bit of a disadvantage right now, and Dillon, he's going to have to be on it. Made a great move to take that second position away. Can he get one more here tonight and fulfill my prophecies? No, I'm just kidding. I'm no prophet or prophesizing by any means. Just taking a wild guess and a lucky guess. We've liked that 113 all night, the way he's been running up 7 positions from where he qualified. So even walking away with a spot in the podium, still going to be a great points night for that 113 of Paul Dillon. So we'll see how it all shakes out, where he finishes here tonight. A bomb dude will lead us to the green flag, though. To work our way through the tunnel turn, we're going to have ourselves 5 miles of racing remaining here from Pocono Raceway. And through turn number 3. Mr. Smith gonna take the pace car back down pit lane, and we're gonna fire things off once again on the loud pedal. We roll. Green flag flies, and out and away is Robert D. Clean clear pass. No challenge heading into turn number 1 side by side for second, and just beating him out is Ethan Wilson, and now Dylan gonna cross him over back down to the bottom of the racetrack. Wilson looking for some grip out of 1. We'll go wheel to wheel, 3 wide with Fittick looking to the high side. Double file 2 rows deep down through the tunnel turn. It's not going to work out for Dylan. He's going to work his way up the track. Big push, and here comes Wilson to the bottom. Ooh, big run on the high side. Here comes the 41 back across the line. White flag flies. Final lap. 2.5 miles of racing remain. IR18 machines. Wilson back to the top spot. Robert Deed right there, trying to run him down, trying to break the draft down the long pond straightaway. And into turn number 2, we roll. The tunnel turn going to be conquered here tonight. Wilson out front with Robert D. all over him. Big move to turn 3. And here comes Bomb Dude to the bottom, hugging that yellow line. Big run on the high side for Wilson, who's going to have it at the line. They'll drag race to the start-finish line. An inside move for Robert D. Oh, boy. They're going to come together at the end of it. Oh, my gosh. Oh, wow. Wow. Somebody go check Wilson. Somebody check on Wilson. Oh, my gosh. I'm not sure what we just witnessed. We're going to watch it one more time here. We're going on board with Ethan Wilson for this ride. Oh, boy. So close, and then, oh, whoa. Here we go. This is happening. This is really happening. Oh, it's the ground. Where's the... Oh, my goodness. And losing the camera there right at the end of that one. My goodness. Big time trouble here. Late in the evening. And as the camera goes black on the car, we're going to step away for a brief commercial break. Get things set up and ready to go for your post-race interviews here tonight. My goodness. What a run. What a finish. Robert D. will take the checkered flag, Wounded Warrior and all. How about that winning race car? You know you want that die cast. I'm just saying. But there you can see your race winner on his wounded cool down lap. And we're going to step away for just a brief commercial break. Don't go anywhere, race fans. We'll be right back. And back trackside here from Pocono Raceway. What an end to tonight's Pocono Grand Prix fast racing action. Uh, Coming down to a green-white checkered finish that produced one heck of a finish. We're going to see if we can grab a handful of words with the man that walked away in third here tonight, finishing out our podium inside of his 113 machine. Paul, is Dave. You got a copy?
I hear you, Dave.
Hey, man. How you doing? How you feeling after a fine run here tonight from Pocono?
Well, we didn't qualify very well, but we seem to have gotten the breaks when we needed them. Got it up to second, had a chance, but I screwed up on that restart. But yeah, either keeping it to the floor, pedaling all the way out. Tough car to drive, man. In the traffic, it's tough.
Oh yeah, these machines, until you get a lot of laps logged behind the wheel and in the cockpit of these open wheel IR18 machines. Pretty tough to deal with some of the aero push. Pretty tough to
Oh,
know
big
when
time,
to change
yeah.
things and how to change them and things like that. But Paul, you were our pick under 10 laps to go to take the checkered flag. Came up a little bit short on us, but I mean, hey, you didn't get the broadcaster's curse and wreck out of this thing, so we appreciate you doing that for us. A heck of a finish for you, as we said. Podium finish here tonight. Looking forward to next week, though. We're going to be on a much different beast. We're going to be heading to Eldora. What's your thoughts moving forward to next Tuesday?
Well, we'll worry about Tuesday when we get there. But yeah, man, some great Indy racing. Raced with the people I was around all day night was just fantastic. Had a great time.
Absolutely. Well, we had a great time watching you out there on track tonight. So, Paul, before we let you go, would you like to give any final shout-outs, thank yous, love yous, and maybe thank anybody back home?
Oh, we got new sponsors. I know we still have beef jerky, and I asked them before that, but then you transferred me over and they didn't tell me who the other one was.
Well, I'm sure we'll have it all together for you next week by that time. I'm sure all the bulletin boards and things like that's going to be going out. So, Paul, again, congratulations on a heck of a finish here tonight. And we look forward to trying to catch up with you at Eldora.
Thanks, Dave. Keep up the good work, man.
All right, there you go. Paul Dillon going to walk away third here tonight. Ran well all night long. You heard it from the man himself. A little bit of a struggle in qualifying and a little bit of a struggle getting his head wrapped around the car and how things work and how things are done. And we're going to move right along now into the man that finished in second here tonight. We'll see if we can't dial up the man inside of the 49 machine. Ethan, it's Dave. You got a copy?
Hey, Dave, we got your copy in the booth.
Hey, man, how you doing, bro? How you feeling after a fine finish?
I gotta say, I'm feeling pretty good about it. It's exciting racing out there with the bomb dude. He's a skilled pilot. He's put in his time. He's got his practice, and finishing second in the Western Grinding Rexing Companies Beef Jerky Unlimited car was a pretty solid outing for me. I qualified pretty well. I didn't get much run in a PAX, so I kind of had to learn that. I got a feel for it as we ran through a little bit, was able to pass into the lead, and sort of learned a little bit about that. But the bomb dude, he kind of snuck up on me. He kind of worked me over. It showed he had some time in the car, and he was going to be gone. Paul had gotten by too, but we got that late race caution. I was pretty good on the restarts. I went for it, and I'm excited about my podium finish. Anytime you can finish on the podium, take a trophy, kiss the girls, you got to be happy about that.
Oh, absolutely. We couldn't agree with you more. Now, you kind of wrapped it all up at once for us there. I mean, were you surprised at all that you were able to make the move that you were able to make on Santana? I mean, he pretty much dominated the first half of the race, but then it kind of seemed like you got a second win there. Just it's like you almost figured it out.
Yeah, it was crazy, as we got, and I was kind of experimenting with getting runs on the start. I got to the bottom, I got to the top. I finally ended up starting on the outside on the restart, and I think purely I got him just because I took a higher line in one, carried the speed around two, and stayed high in three. Once I got in front of him, I thought I was pretty golden because the arrow washed, following behind in the arrow was really difficult to do. I saw I had a gap. I made my pit stop. I didn't make any mistakes there. I felt pretty good about it. We came out. I was still in the lead. Thought, okay, hey, maybe we'll bring this thing home. But the cautions brought it all back together. Bomb dude got a run at it. He was gone, but I got a caution to get a chance back at it. And just came up a little bit short today, Dave, but still real happy about my podium finish.
Well, man, we couldn't be happier for you. I know you wish you were in victory lane, but you were right there with a shot, even right across the line. Really, really close finish between you top two. So again, Ethan, congratulations on second here tonight. Before we let you go, though, you know how things run, so we're going to step back, and the mic is yours.
Yeah, I gotta say, let's see, probably in the last 7 days between my sim racing here and some racing I did at NASA this weekend, I finished second 7 times. My poor sister, she's worn out, but it's all in the spirit of competition. Real pleased to be a part of the Turn 5 Motorsports Beef Jerky Unlimited Rexing Company event. Gotta thank the admins, Sheldon. He does a great job to put on exciting races. A lot of great competitors tonight. I want to throw a shout out to 6 Clutch 7 Kevin Santana for doing well on the oval, for the Bomb Dude coming and pulling it out, and Paul Dillon on his podium finish. And one more shout out to my premium sponsor there, Western Grinding Service. The team, they prep the car, they get me to the track, they inspire and motivate me and coach me, and real pleased to put it on the podium for them tonight. And thanks to Turn 3 for the broadcast. Thanks, guys.
All right. Well, Ethan, again, congratulations on a great podium finish. Congratulations on leading some laps, and we'll see how you can go at Eldora.
Hey, looking forward to getting back on the dirt. Oh, I missed one sponsor, tonight on the car was Suave for Men. It keeps you clean. And you know like what I say, Dave, it's only dirty if you don't wash it.
We're going to leave that one alone. Oh, my goodness. All right. Well,
There you go.
we're
Hey,
gonna have to figure this one out. All right. Well, Ethan, man, again, always a pleasure,
great
bud.
stuff. All
We'll
right.
catch up
Hey,
with
thanks
you
everybody who was
trackside.
out there that watched and spent some time to watch our races. We really appreciate having you. We tried to put on a show, and I think tonight we really did it. It had to be exciting at home to watch that.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. Well, Ethan, enjoy, and we'll see you at Eldora.
Okay, sounds good, guys. Yep.
All right, there you have it. Final few words for the man behind the wheel of that 49 machine. Ethan Wilson will walk away in a second, and well, it's only dirty if you don't wash it, and we'll see how dirty it gets at Eldora. But for now, we're going to keep it clean, and we're going to go spray some champagne. We're going to go talk to the man in victory lane here tonight in the JR Expedited Freight's victory lane, Robert D. Bomb Dude. How you feeling after this checkered flag winning performance?
Hey, Dave, how you doing? I'm feeling pretty dang good about tonight's racing.
Well, I mean, walking away with the top spot, grabbing the race lead there towards the end of the race, being able to hold on to the lead after a late race caution. Man, it's all gotta feel good. It kind of all came to a head. How were you able to navigate the traffic and the arrow push that a lot of the drivers were struggling a little bit with?
Well, I tell you, when I was getting behind, when I was running fourth or fifth, something like that, I'd run that checker up pretty high. I think I got as high as 13 or 14, so I get in them corners. Then I started turning down the front ARB and the rear ARB, and by the end I was down to a 1-1 on those two. And when I got out in the lead, I dropped the jacker down to about 4 or 5, 6 maybe, depending on what was going on.
Oh yeah, I mean these machines, a lot of, I'll call them bells and whistles. A lot of things that you don't see behind the wheels of the NASCAR machines. A lot of different things you can change on the fly, whether you're back in the draft or out front. Your fuel maps, your ARBs, as you were already saying, your anti-roll bars, both in the front and the rear. Being able to play with that weight jacker, a lot of different things you can do behind the wheel. So are you? So that's. I guess you're saying you're pretty comfortable in this open wheel machine.
Well, yeah, it's pretty semi-comfortable, but I tell you what I did is I went out and got me a GT wheel, So it's got switches and buttons on it, so I could program the ARBs and the weight jackers and the mapping all in my buttons and just bring up that black box or look at the steering wheel in game, and I can change that stuff on the fly without having to use a mouse, and that helps a whole lot.
Nice. So every little bit of an advantage helps. Tonight it helped get you to victory lane. So walking away with the checkered flag here tonight. Bomb Dude, congratulations on the race win. Before we let you go and enjoy your evening, would you like to give any shout-outs, thank yous, love yous, maybe thank anybody back home or at the shop?
Well, of course, first off, I want to thank Ethan. Me and him raced clean up front. We had clean passes. We both washed up in the corners a couple times. It could have caused a heck of a wreck up front, but we avoided that. And as far as our sponsors, of course, Beef Jerky Unlimited for Tommy D and everything he does. RexingCompanies for coming on board this season. They've been a lot of help. And Adrenaline Shock Energy Drink, one of the best ones out there. Give her a shout if you can.
All right, well, Bomb Dude, again, congratulations on your checkered flag performance here tonight. We'll see how you go at Eldora next week. We'll see if you can be the first man to go back-to-back here in season number 2. But until then, as always, stay safe and keep it fast.
Sure will. Thanks, Dave, and everything you do, bud.
All right, there you have it. Fun a few words for the man that walked away with the top spot here tonight behind the wheel of the number 9 Delora IR18 machine. Bomb Dude will park it in victory lane. What a race. What a night here tonight from Pocono Raceway. And man, and that's pretty much going to do it for us. Great racing action all night long as you hear producers already hitting the buttons in the background. You know the sounds, you know it's time for tonight's unofficial race results in the Pocono Grand Prix. Walking away with the top spot in the JR Expedited Freight's victory lane. Behind the wheel of the 9 machine, Robert D takes the checkered flag. Ethan Wilson back in second, with Paul Dillon rounding out your podium drivers here tonight. 31 machine of Jacob Williamson. Sarge gonna park it in fourth, with Alton back in fifth. Sheldon Fiddick will slide home in sixth. 7th place tonight to the 946 of Chad Renselman. Kendall Kraft back in 8th. Gary Ragland tonight in the Beef Jerky Unlimited number 86 machine of Tommy D. Late race trouble, and Tommy will finish out your top 10. Your Evansville Cold Storage Pole Award winner, the most laps led winner as well, the 86, or the 666 of Kevin Santana. Late troubles, he'll finish handful of laps down, back in 11th. James Schultz in 12th, 13th tonight too, the 003 of Gutman, while Tommy Cristiano finishes off the night in 14th. 15th belongs to Andy Todd Willis, an early exit. He'll finish in 16th. Big E, debut gone wrong. Big E will finish in 17th. 18th tonight to the 45 of Jimbo. That's going to do it. That's going to finish out your unofficial race results here tonight from Pocono Raceway. If you haven't already, join us in that push to 3,000 subscribers. Show these drivers some love and drop the thumbs up. Click subscribe. Smash that bell. Over there on the right-hand side, get notified anytime we go live here on the Turn 3 Racing Network, whether it's myself, Dave in the Cave, or anybody else back at the Turn 3 headquarters. We do appreciate each and every one of you, each and every time you stop by, whether you're sliding in to say hey, or you're one of the dedicated fans, friends, family, or one of our many sponsors. We appreciate each and every one of you. Without you, there be no us, so stay safe, stay loved, my friends, and until next time, we'll meet you in Turn 3.